Good evening and welcome back to the channel. I did not know I was going to be back tonight. I've been kind of taking a little time off. I've had a lot going on. I hope you've been doing well. I feel like I haven't been here in forever. It hasn't been that long. It just feels that way. And I'll be honest with you, I can't do this unless Spirit helps me. I can try, but sometimes I fail because without Spirit's help, I'm not able. This is a gift, and Spirit will sometimes not allow me to use it. So when that happens, I just can't, and it may happen again. We'll see. I gotta take off a layer of clothes because I'm getting hot. Okay, Spirit, how do you want to start this message? Spirit man, please have a message for somebody tonight. Who is it that you need to give a message to, and what would you like to say? Miss Mary and I were talking about what it's like to be a mother and to have a mother. And, you know, I have a mother and I love my mother very much, but we don't get along that well. I'm just being real with you. And Miss Mary and I were talking, and she said, I saw it when I went to your house that last time. You were talking to your mother, and right in the middle of the conversation, she just walked away. Like you weren't even important enough for her to listen to you, to have a simple conversation. And there's a lot of resentment there. And a lot of us have issues with our parents. That's just what happens in life. Life shows up. You have to live life on its own terms. You don't get to create the perfect childhood. Mine was in no way perfect. It was painful. A lot of pain. A lot of unprocessed pain. And I had no idea at 10 years old how to be an adult. But I had to become an adult. And so maybe you've been through something similar. And now you struggle to get along with your family. That's not uncommon. Most families have that. The songs that came through were interesting. The first one was Fake It by Seether. And that's about faking it. If you're on the wrong road, you fake it. You have to fake it. You're a fucking hypocrite. That's basically what he says. You know you're being a hypocrite, but you're just faking it. I don't know why that came out. And then I had Maren Morris, I think her name is. Maren Morris. And she was singing Rich. If I had $1 for every time you called, or a penny or a dime or $100 bill for every time I gave in to you and you disappeared on me again and you pretended like you cared, but then you were just gone again. And she just has a resentment because some guy in her life hasn't stuck around. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking about that also because I'm 50 years old now. And I've probably seen the end of my relationship days, just being real with you. I don't see myself ever finding another man. I'm probably going to die without one. And that's okay with me. I'll survive it. I'm a strong woman and I can handle my business. And I am handling my business by the grace of God only. I'm handling my business. It looks like they are going to fix my air conditioner, thank God. And I will not have to pay, but the deductible on that's like $75, which is nothing compared to what it would cost me to actually get that thing fixed and get the thing working again. So I'm grateful that that was probably a good investment that I made. I don't know why I'm rambling on, but I feel a strong family vibe to this. I feel like there's a big family, like, I feel like you're with somebody that your family doesn't approve of, and I feel like their family doesn't approve of you, your family doesn't approve of them. Your family might not even approve of you. Your family might actually like this person better than they like you. I don't know. But this is something about family. All right, let's start out with a prayer. Spirit, if you will, can you give us a prayer from the prayer cube? I have my eyes closed now when I'm shuffling this dice. I don't know what it's going to say. And sometimes I can't see what it says. It says, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. And I was also talking to Miss Mary about that. I was like, there's a part of me that wants to hold on to this resentment against my mother because she promised that she would always be there for me, that she would always love me, and that she would always be my best friend. And I feel like I have just been kind of like I'm the black sheep. I don't fit in, and I'm constantly reminded that I'm not enough by the way that I get treated. And it hurts me so terribly. And what I've had to learn to do is to set really good boundaries with my family, and I can only take them in small doses. Because to be around them for too long, it starts to really show and become more and more painful. And what's truly hard is that Wayne, my husband, he used to act as a buffer between me and my family. And if he saw that they were hurting me, he would say, come on, let's go. It's time to go home. And he would always get me away from there. Or he would stand up for me and he would say, why are you doing this to your daughter? And so I don't have that anymore, and so I'm trying to learn how to be in this family and not have that buffer, that one person that buffered them from hurting me. So maybe somebody's going through something similar. The next song that came out was When the Stars Come Out by Chris Stapleton. And that's about feeling like, you're in LA and you're seeing the stars come out. And how, I don't know what he's really saying. He's like, we thought we were going to make it. We went there on, love and gasoline and got to Hollywood and thought we were going to be these big stars someday. And how often people do that and they never make it. They just burn out and fade away pretty much. And then the very last song that came on was Aaron Lewis, What Hurts the Most. And it's not the empty house or the rain on the roof of the empty house. It's that you walked away and there was so much that we still needed to say. So there's this strong sense of you did not get to speak to somebody and have that last word with them like you needed to. And I think that it is very important. I have a nurse that comes here to take care of Miss Mary. And she and I will talk about spirituality and stuff. And ever since Wayne passed away, I've been finding dimes everywhere. Like, I found 2 this week. I have a coffee cup at work, and I take all the dimes that I find and I put them in that coffee cup. I've actually got one in my trinket bowl over there, too. But I have about 25 or more dimes that I've found since he passed. And what was so crazy about it is she had a brother who OD'd, and she was telling me that after his death, her father started finding dimes. And I asked her, I said, what are the chances, what are the odds of you and I running into each other, and we have both had family members that died from their addictions, and you had a father who was finding dimes and I'm finding dimes. I said, that is not an accident. That is the spirit world, your brother and my husband, letting us know that that is real, that it's not fake, that he really was finding those dimes for a reason. People don't just find a lot of dimes like that after somebody dies unless they're trying to tell you something. And the boy that went out and cut my grass the other day, he sent me some pictures, and all the pictures that he sent didn't have it. But quite a few of the pictures he sent had like this ray of white smoky looking white blob that came straight through the photo. And it wasn't on all of them. It was only on, like, out of 7 pictures, maybe 5 of them were like that. But it felt very much like Wayne was saying to me, you know, I see what you're doing and I'm with you every step of the way. Don't feel alone. I got you. And I'm going to continue to take care of you, and I'm going to continue to make sure that you're okay no matter what. I will not leave you until I know you're okay. And I'm going to be okay. Trust and believe. With God's help, I'm going to be okay. It's a little scary sometimes, but we're going to make it. All right, can I have a message, please, out of Sweet Tea for the Soul? Okay. Spirit said no, not yet. What's true about you? For some reason, what's true about you is what I need to find out. Excuse me. What's true about the collective spirit? What do we need to know what's true about us? Your story isn't over. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Proverbs 19:21. God, you are the author of our lives, you are the author of our lives. You are the one who speaks truth to our hearts. When the lies get loud, we choose to listen to you. Tell us who we are. Remind us of what's true. Help us to tell each other too. We want our lives to be stories that bring you glory. Amen. We are leaving. I'm having trouble. Is it Mercury retrograde? Oh my God, I'm having trouble. We are living a story today. A story crafted and told by the author of heaven. The star scatterer, the mountain mover, the water walker. In the day-to-day, it doesn't feel like a story. It feels like dishes in the sink, reports on the desk, another mile behind the steering wheel of a car. There is so much we don't know that we will not know, but we can be certain of this. The author is good, and we are loved. There's a God at work who has always been speaking, always been creating beauty out of the broken. Jesus, who also did many other things. If they were all written down, I suppose the whole world could not contain the books that could be written. John 21:25, New Living Translation. Jesus is still doing many other things. He is not done his history. He is not done with history. He is not finished with the part of it that is our story. That is our story either. Whatever scene we find ourselves in today, it is not the final page. Hold on. There is a turning coming. There is more than this, more than here and now. We have not yet seen, and there. Why am I having so much trouble? Okay. There's definitely a message in this. He is not done with history. He is not finished with the part of it that is our story. Whatever scene we find ourselves in today. Remember I said the stars come out tonight? He's saying, you're the star of this. Whatever scene you're in, you're an actor here. Whatever scene you're in, we find ourselves in today, it is not the final page. Hold on. There is a turning of the page coming. There is more than this, more than here and now. We have not yet seen the there and then. We have not yet seen the there and then. We are overcomers. We are warriors. We are a force to be reckoned with in this world. And whatever the future brings, our God is still holding the pen. He is the only one who gets to write the end. Be strong, be brave, beloved. So, God is not finished yet with our story. He is still writing it, and He is the only one who gets to write the end. He's the only one who knows. He is the beginning and the end of our story. What is in this drawer, Spirit, that you want me to pull out so bad? Talk to me, Spirit. What's in here that you want to talk about? For some reason, I'm being drawn to these and then those. Alright, we're going to do something totally different tonight. I don't know who Spirit is speaking to, but we're going to find out. Alright, Spirit has a message from spellcasters. Confidence and financial help. So maybe you're worried about money right now. Might have some money troubles. I totally get it. I think I have 26 cents in one bank account. That's okay though. Be confident and have courage. Spirit wants to have confidence and courage. I have a little bit of a Leo vibe. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in the collective right now? Can you tell us, please? Courage and willpower. So it's like Spirit wants us to dig deep within ourselves and find the courage and willpower to change our situation. Alright, talk to the collective tonight, Spirit. What would you say to us tonight if you could say anything at all out of this deck of cards? What would you say? Fertility came out. This is the Empress. That's the Empress card. Fertility. Maybe some of you are struggling with having a baby. Somebody could be pregnant. You're very fertile right now. You're at this place in life, and there's your courage. You have no courage. What is going on? Let's read fertility. I've never read a book out of this page, ever. I turned right to freedom. Oh, forgiveness. Finding forgiveness. Fertility. This is what it means, okay? This makes a very fertile time for you. If you've been working on a new idea or project, you can be sure that a creative power is stirring within and is ready to be birthed. You just need to nurture your brilliant ideas by keeping your expectations positive. Patience is a big challenge. If you want to see results, remain heartened and encouraged, for this is when all the magic is happening in the background. It may take a little time, but success awaits you. Trust in divine timing. All good things come to those who wait, and remember that great things come from small beginnings. Spell incantation. Face the full moon on a Monday or at midnight. Hold an acorn in your hand and say, "Magic moon shining bright, empower my fruitlessness tonight." Ideas conceived growing strong. Pregnant wishes won't be long. Acorns seed within the earth. Productiveness assists the birth. Keep positive, forget all strife. New beginnings bring new life. Plant the acorn in the earth under the full moon and say, "Gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the coverings, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be." Magical meanings for this card. A long-awaited pregnancy is confirmed. A birth is announced. Acknowledge your ideas. A new venture is successful. Your hard work is paid off, and it's time to celebrate. So this is a time of great fertility. Somebody's definitely trying to get pregnant, and they're going to. And you may be a little discouraged because it hasn't happened yet. But Spirit is saying, do not give up. Try that. Get an acorn facing the moon, just like it said, in the direction it said. Say those words. You can write them down. You can pause the video and write them down. And then plant that acorn. I keep getting the sense in this collective that it's time for somebody to finally put down roots. And it's like, you're not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be somewhere else, and you're supposed to put down roots somewhere. You're supposed to start some kind of adventure with someone, whether it be a partnership, be it a friendship, be it both. I feel both. I feel like you have a very strong connection with someone. It may be somebody who is actually trying to get pregnant, but there's something going on with fertility. You may need to get a checkup with your reproductive organs if you're a male or female. This would indicate that there's something going on with fertility, okay? That's why the drawer is opening. And then I was told to get these cards for some reason. Spirit, what are you talking to the collective about tonight? Can I see, please? I feel like you feel left out, like you've just been left behind, like nobody cares about you. The people that were supposed to love you couldn't even love you. Your own parents treated you unfairly and like you weren't worthy of their love. And so now you feel unworthy of love in general because you were that's what was modeled for you. These are hard to see, so I'm going to just read them out once I shuffle them. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? We see you're talking about being courageous, and somebody is lacking courage when it comes to fertility. Maybe you are this feminine energy. Alright, Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? Good, strong answers only, please. No fluffy duffy. I don't want any fluffy duffy tonight. Please give me good, strong answers that come out of the deck. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. You look so lonely. But there's somebody holding your hand. You have somebody with you holding your hand and you don't know it. You don't know that this person is with you. They are holding your hand. Rest, renew, and recharge. What does your body crave and need right now? Some of you are tired. See what I mean by she's holding somebody's hand and she doesn't even really notice that there's somebody here that's holding her hand. I can remember one time after my sister passed away that I was sitting at my hope chest. Back then you gave young girls a chest, like a cedar chest, and they filled it with things that they were going to do when they got married. This was called their hope chest, where they put their hopes, their dreams, the things that they wanted to have in their family lineage. See, I feel that you're supposed to have a lineage. You're supposed to be with somebody you're supposed to be with. And this card is about needing rest. It's number 7. So somehow you need rest and renewal. You're not able to, it's like, how do you sleep in this kind of terrain? Like, you just have to kind of be so tired that you just fall out from exhaustion. And I have been feeling such low energy lately. I have no energy at all, and I haven't been able to read for you because of it. And then we have your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? So somehow you're not being yourself. We have number 12. See how she's with her real tribe? You long for that, I think. Anything else you want to say out of here, Spirit, before I put these cards away? That was very quick. Never seen that one before. Alright, this one says pink roses are very significant. And there's a big building like a library or a place that has a lot of windows, a very high cathedral-like ceiling, a lot of light shining in. It says you cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. Where is your heart guiding you? So you're somewhere that you are exhausted. There's a place you're at that's exhausting you. It could be a mental place. This could be your mental state, like you're mentally exhausted from overthinking. Or you're physically exhausted because all you ever do is work. You could be spiritually bankrupt. Like, I'm done with spirit altogether. And this is saying, honey, no matter what you do, look at all these places and possibilities you have available to you. And you can't go wrong. No matter what you do, that angel's going to stay with you anywhere you decide to go. And then this one says, this is not your practice life. Decide. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? So you have a dream in your heart. And you feel like you can't go the right way, but you can't go wrong. We have number 22, which is 4. We have 3, 4, and we have 7. So 3, 4, 7 could be significant to somebody. And then on the bottom of the deck is eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. How can you reclaim your power? So you're looking at all the things you are not. Like I said a while ago when I was trying to deal with how to deal with my mother. Because every time I get around her, I feel like I'm not enough. And so because I feel that way when I'm around her, even when I'm not around her, I still play that same tape in my head. That same old tape plays round and round in my head. You're not enough. Nobody wants to hear your opinion. Nobody cares what you have to say. You're an idiot for doing these videos. People think you're crazy. You're just proving them right. You know, yada, yada, yada. These are the voices that I fight in my head on a daily basis. And maybe you fight those same exact voices. Alright, use the black deck I'm hearing to get to row. That happened to me earlier. Justice and faith is what came out earlier. And they just kind of... They were brought to my attention. Alright, let me get my crystal off the floor. It keeps falling on the floor for some reason. Alright, Spirit, what are you doing here in this collective? We kept getting judgment in reverse, like somebody was using bad judgment. Let's see what we get tonight. The Hermit is here with the World. So, the World card in this deck looks like somebody that's been carrying this weight on their back for a long time. It's like, I'm so weighed down with burdens. Somebody could have cancer. There's some cells, at the cellular level, you have something going on. It could be chemical in your brain. There's two faces here. You could be a very dual person, like a Gemini, but this is not a Gemini card. This is a Taurus card and a Virgo. So there's a lot of earth energy here because fertility is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So we have Virgo here twice. It's like, this has to end. I've been searching my soul about this, and it's time for it to end. There's something in your life that you're really, really at your wit's end with. And you're like, it's got to stop. This has to stop. And that's what's going to bring hope to your life. See the hope? Your star card on the bottom of the deck? Whatever you're soul searching about giving up, there's something you're searching your soul about. And it's about giving up something, letting it go, and just following this path. You have a path that you're supposed to be on. You feel like you're going to mess up. You can't make a mistake. Spirit's not going to allow you to make a mistake. You only have to do, you just have to do the action. Your story's not over yet. Your story is still being written. And in order for, you're about to turn the page. That's what the world is about, is turning the page. You're soul searching about how you can turn the page when it comes to this Empress energy that's, you have a lot of fear around turning this page and ending this, but it's because you need to eliminate distractions and stop shining light on things that you are not. How can you reclaim your power? You've given your power away somehow to other people. All right, let's get a family deck out since this sounds like a family situation. Some of them are already turned over. How did that happen? Alright, Spirit, show us how this happened. This is like a family drama, it looks like. May I see how this happened? And after this, I promise you I'm going to bed and get some good sleep. Because I need that rest right there. I need that. And I'm not able to get it. Sometimes it's very difficult. Alright, Spirit, talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Ooh. Spirit. How did this happen to whoever this is? You're on the wrong path, but you've got to change course. And you're about to change direction. How did this happen? Thank you, so groups. Tricked me, didn't you? Well, how did this happen to the collective spirit? Oh, there we go. Shut the F up. Somebody said, shut the F up. You don't know what you're talking about, but I still love you. XOXO. So somebody wanted you to just be quiet. And that's totally my mom. When I go to her house and I'm trying to talk to her, she's probably in her mind saying, would you shut the fuck up? But she would never say that out loud. She would just walk away and ignore me, which is worse. I'd rather for somebody to be out with this and just tell me to shut the fuck up. At least then I know where I stand with you and I can get in my car and leave. But instead, you say it under your breath and treat me like shit by not acknowledging that I'm even speaking to you by walking away mid-sentence. Alright, what's being hidden here? Because I sense that you're going through something similar. It's a lot being hidden here is what's being hidden here. That you're hot, smart, and you have a great ass. They're lucky. Fuck your feelings. Family shit's getting on your nerves. And you think you have them all figured out, but you don't. So, whoever this is told you to shut the fuck up. Now you got family shit getting on your nerves. You think you have them all figured out, but it's like, fuck your feelings. You're hot, smart, and you have a great ass. What? Somebody's hot, smart, and has a great ass. Somebody thinks they have you all figured out, but they don't. Fuck your feelings and your family. It's like, fuck you, your feelings, and your family. I am hot, smart, and have a great ass. And you ain't going to tell me to shut the fuck up. Alright, well, what's being shown? That people are messy, love them anyway, and you're irritated. Yeah, because this is family. You gotta love them anyway because they're family, right? Even though they aggravate the shit out of you. Alright, what's going to happen next? What's going to be the next thing that happens in this situation, Spirit? Thank you so very much. You're going to pack your bags and send them a picture while you're doing it. And on the bottom of the deck, we have you fucked up. So somebody made a big mistake here. So you're leaving them. You're going to pack your bags. And it has to do with sending a picture. You fucked up and sent a picture. And now you have to move out. And somebody's going to sit back and relax. Because oral love is in their future. So take it as it resonates. It could mean that somebody that they love is going to call, or it could mean they have somebody else that's going to give them some good oral sex. I don't know. This is a kind of bizarre spread here. Let's find out. It looks like there's a breakup going on. But it looks like it's family related more so than lover. But it could be. I mean, it could be. Okay, wait a minute. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. There's a card in the wrong deck, first of all. That one we have to take because it's in the wrong deck. This is all turned this way. Then we have this. We got all these cards turned this way. And all these, look, that was the same. Remember the other deck was the exact same way? All the cards were halfway turned over. These are the same way. It's like, oh, your shit's all mixed up right now. No wonder you're soul searching and you're not seeing the right thing. And this is what's going on. You're not getting the nurturing and compassion from somebody that you deserve. So, let's find out how this happened. You first. You know where to find me. I want my freedom. Somebody wants their freedom, so they're about to walk out the door. They're going to pack their bags and send a picture. I don't know why they're sending a picture, but we're gonna ask. We're gonna see if we can find out. This is about the feminine, the divine divine feminine energy, and it's also about you getting on the right path. You first. I'm self-pleasing. It's like, get away, you know where to find me. If you want to get here, you'll figure out a way to get here. Until then, I'm going to just masturbate. I don't need a man or a woman. I can take care of myself. Make them prove it, you first. Y'all are not getting along at all, are you? That one fell out. Let's see what it is. Enough is enough. I believe I could have kept that one. We'll put it in the middle. Alright, show me how this happened, Spirit. Somebody was hard to read. You confuse me. You give me mixed signals. One minute you act like you love me, and the next minute you act like you could give a shit less. That's what that's about. That's that hot and cold, hot and cold. Not enough compassion, not enough nurturing. You can't get any nurturing. Not only are you hard to read, but somebody told you to shut the fuck up. Because they were tired of hearing your lies. You're a hypocrite. Remember your, fake it, fake it. Okay. What was being hidden here? That somebody didn't care. They act like they did not give a shit. They might smoke. It's like, I'm unfazed. Our separation doesn't affect me since I wasn't emotionally invested. So they don't give a damn. Look, they were unfazed secretly. They did not care. Secretly, they didn't give a shit. And they were hard to read. And you knew in your spirit that they didn't care. That's probably why, they might not have told you to shut the fuck up. Your spirit may have said, don't waste your breath. This person does not care. Alright, well, what were they showing? No doubt about it. They were showing that they can't work right now. Can't be trusted when it comes to work. They're escaping through some form of alcohol, drugs, whatever. They can't have their freedom, and they want to have a divine union. So, somebody is disabled or sick or something and can't work. And they can't be trusted came out in reverse. So, it's like you can't be trusted at work. You're using a form of escapism. You want freedom desperately, so you can, somebody forever change your life without even trying, and it's this divine union. You're stuck with somebody in their family. They're maybe your family, but I don't think y'all are getting along. Alright, what's going to happen next? Who that flew out? You're like, I'm not letting you push my buttons anymore. I told Miss Mary that tonight. I said, when I used to go off and get clean from drugs and alcohol, and when I would come home, my mom would always know exactly what buttons to push to set me off, so I would go back out to using. And I told Miss Mary that last time I went to treatment, I moved in buttons. I said, she will not cause me, if I never see my children again, I'll be sober. I won't be getting fucked up. And that's what this person is saying. I'm not going to let you push my buttons anymore. You don't give a shit about me. You never cared. Secretly, you never give a shit about me. I can't even trust you to leave to go to work. Like, when I leave to go to work, you are asking me 20 questions about work. Where am I working? What am I doing? Like, coming by the job, you're checking on me to make sure I'm not doing something I shouldn't. You have no freedom. Somebody is up your ass. And it's because you want this other person, and they know it. They know it, and they also know that you're on the verge of telling this other person that you're ready to have this other relationship. I think you're in love with somebody else and you're with the wrong person, and I don't think their family likes you very much either. Is there anything else we need to know here? They're also causing you to have to masturbate in the shower to somebody's pictures. You're leading a double life. You have a dying love. Enough is enough. Only you. There's somebody else you want. You only want this other person. And as long as you're together with this other person here, you can't have this new person. This new person will not be with you if you're with somebody else. Talk to me about this other person, Spirit. How do they feel about how this happened? That's a lot of cards. I am not going to take that many cards. How do they feel? There we go. The contract, career, and commitment card came out with, I think that's it. I thought I saw two. There's only one, but it's the contract card. They feel like you're non-committal, like you don't know how to commit till debt tear us apart. You also have a lot of money problems. We saw that over here, that you have some money problems. You think you have them all figured out, but you don't. Your family shit's getting on your nerves. Fuck your feelings. You're hot, smart, and you have a great ass. Where did I see the money problems? You fucked up. You're going to pack your bags. You're irritated, and people are messy. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see that card, but I'm seeing it now. And I'm also seeing another card in the wrong deck. And look what it is. The darkness, the shadow side, Cancer's here. You're going through a real dark time right now in your life. Extremely dark, and you're not stable financially. You have, there's more cards turned over. Look at all these cards. All these cards. Look, okay, another card in the wrong deck. You're not, stable. And then, there's fate, and then there's a twin flame. Yeah, that was in the wrong deck. Being unestablished. You're fighting with somebody about money because you can't work. You can't even be trusted because of work. Something you did at work. I don't know what you did. Why can't they be trusted at work? Why does this person think? Because of planting seeds. You're awakening. You're remembering something. Seasons are showing up. The fall is here. So it's like you planted some seeds and now you're awakening and remembering. Remember what I was saying about planting seeds? You're going to put down roots, the acorn. You're remembering this. You're waking up to this divine union and how this is going to be. It's going to bring freedom. It's going to bring stability. You're hard to read. Your higher self is here, waking you up. You're waking up and remembering. And you're not just remembering. You're remembering something from the spring and something from the fall. Alright, so how does this person feel? They feel like you don't have stability but you do have a commitment and a contract, and you should be doing something for a career. Saturn is here forcing you to get stable. Alright? What does this person think you're hiding from them? Wow, that came out. They feel like you have a strong attraction to them. They feel like you know the truth. And that's why you feel like you need to end something and you need to heal. It's time for you to get healed for your inner child. You might be dealing with your mother. You're dealing with not having your mother. There's something about a mother. A mother and a child. It's like, this is some deep shit here. Alright, you're hiding some truth. What's the truth that they're hiding? That you're not using your intuition. What do you mean they're not? What do you mean who's not? Maybe it's me. Hold on. You don't have a commitment. You're closed off, guarded, and resistant to having a family, home, and commitment. So the truth is you don't really want a family, home, and commitment right now. That's why you haven't ended this. And you're acting unfazed because you're not using your intuition. That's what this person thinks. Alright, this person thinks you're not stable and that you should have a commitment. over here, when I said, what are they hiding? They're hiding the fact that they feel like you're closed off to them. You don't want to have family, home, and commitment. Like I was saying, my family don't want me around. It's like your family doesn't want you around, and it goes way back to childhood wounding. Alright? What's being shown when it comes to this new love? You have a new love, that you're spying on this person, and there's a lot of attraction, and there is. Why is chemistry in reverse? It's like there's no chemistry. It's like they're watching you, but they're not attracted to you. Why is chemistry in reverse? May I see, please? Because you're clinging to your south node, and you're thinking you're isolating. You're in that hermit mode. But guess what? Guess what's about to happen? Fate. There's about to be fate in a divine detour. Lightning striking a tree is significant. Very significant. See the lightning striking that tree? You're about to have some divine intervention. You're fixing to have spirit intervene in your situation. And guess who you are? Divine masculine. Alright, what does this person believe is going to happen next? Whoa. This one you love, what do they believe? They believe that you're going to break free from toxic patterns and the things that have kept you bound, and you're going to gain your life purpose. What's really going to happen next? Oh my God, look what just came out. What's really going to happen next is this twin flame, and you no longer regretting and having things that you have to repress. Look, you have an offer, a Venus offer. This is somebody you're an astrological match for. That's why twin flame is here. You're gonna dig deep into your childhood wounding and realize that you're not committing because nobody ever committed to you, and so you don't think it's necessary to commit. And when you do commit, you're committing to the wrong things, which are making you feel guilty. You're going to have an epiphany that you're a divine masculine and that you can't make a decision, but you need to have the courage to change and make this person you love an offer. Instead, you're spying on them and you're not attracted to them because you're in your comfort zone. But you're thinking about this. You're thinking about how you want. I think you want fate to intervene. I don't know that it's going to, but this person that's in love with you is your twin flame, and they want you to stop regretting the past. Stop remembering the past. The past is the past for a reason. This person is your astrological match. That is very special. Very special. And you are on the verge as far as this other person you're in love with that you're spying on. You want to tell them so desperately that you love them, but you won't. You feel guilty, like you sabotaged this, and like they deserve an apology for the way you treated them. And maybe they do. They might not even feel that way, though. It might just all be in your head, because you're all in your head, You're spying. You're non-committal because you've never seen what it looks like to actually have a family, a home, and a commitment. You've always desired that, but you could never achieve that because you have to achieve it. You can't just jump into somebody else's commitment where their family is in the mix and act like you're just going to take over. It don't work that way. They worked hard to build this family. And you don't just get to come in and say, all right, I'm back. Dad's back. For how long? You're in and out of our lives all these years and you think we're just going to accept you back? You gotta be kidding us. No. Alright, enough of that. I guess we have to pull tarot on this. if I can find the tarot. You have the Hermit and the World. It's like you're soul searching about ending something, and we're going to find out what you're soul searching about ending. What is this person soul searching so deeply about ending? Some fantasy. Oh, you're thinking about ending this Hierophant because you're having fantasies and temptation. And you may be married and you're thinking about ending marriage. Or you may be thinking about getting married. Ending something so you can get married. Yeah, you want to show love to somebody. You want somebody bad. You want to marry them too. I think this is a leading to marriage type situation for you. Alright, Spirit, show me why the World is here. Whew. Yeah, the King of Cups is here. The Knight of Swords is here bringing in truth about love and a lot of it. And oh, what else? Oh my goodness. You are in love, as in love as you can get. The King of Cups is here with a Sagittarius, a Knight of Wands. This King of Cups could be any water element, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This is a king who's mastered their emotions. They no longer allow their emotions to control their life. They are a very emotional person at their core, but they've mastered their emotions. They are able to work through their emotions. They don't have outbursts of anger. They calmly and very level-headedly sit you down and talk things out with you. They're very mature and yet very sensitive. Look, you're almost at the end of a very painful time in your life when you had been stabbed in the back by lots of people. And there's going to be a truth that comes in really fast, whatever that truth is. What's this truth that's coming in? That's a Libra. The truth is that this is a divine relationship. Look, it's in reverse. So it could mean that this is breaking up. Clarify the divine relationship. The truth is that somebody has been betrayed and it was a friend of yours. So you want to have a relationship with a friend of yours, or they wanted to have a relationship with you, and you're in love with them. This would lead to emotional fulfillment, Ten of Cups, and a lot of passion. But you're in reverse. Why is everything coming out in reverse? Because you're having a tower moment. It's sideways. You're having a tower moment about your living situation. You're having a tower moment about how bad you want to move, how much you desire this person. But there's a lot of old hurts. And you want to come to this person with love. You might want to have coffee with them or just sit down and have, a meal with them. But ultimately what you want is you want this person to be a part of your life. And you're having this moment of clarity, and it's like somebody comes in and says, you know what? You would make a good person to be in my life. But we can't have a relationship because you won't commit because of all these old people stabbing you in the back. You won't give your love to me. Somebody's saying to you, you won't show me love. I've been good to you. We've been friends for a long time, and you will not show me love because everybody else has hurt you. I've never hurt you. You are actually in love with me, and it's emotionally fulfilling, and you want desperately to be in bed with this person. You even want to move to where they are, and you want to have possibly a baby. And you want to talk to them, clarify the old wounds that are here. There's a mother here. There's a mother and there's a father that had a lot of boundaries. There's a Capricorn here that's very defensive. There's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have have a temptation card here, or restoration. And this is temperance, Sagittarius. So we have a Sagittarius here with an air sign. And they're being very defensive because of the devil, an obsession. There's a Gemini that's being, or it could be this Sagittarius, that they might have their walls up. And that somebody desires this so bad, but they won't let it happen. They're like, I'm guarding my heart from you hurting me again. You're not going to hurt me again. Why would they hurt you in the first place? Because in the first place, they were in denial. They were at a stalemate. They were at a place where they felt like they couldn't make it. They were blindfolded. They didn't even see how important you were. They didn't realize because they had so many other choices. The world was so wide open for them at this time, and all they were thinking about was their success. They cared more about what people thought of them than they did about how they felt about you. And you lost your patience with this person. I think it's a Sagittarius and a Gemini. And you lost your patience with this person because they would not, yeah. And it's like, you're not putting me through sleepless nights again just to walk out of my life again and to hurt me, because that's what you ultimately would do. Alright, we're going to pull the star card from here. Why is the star on the bottom of the deck? Ooh, Capricorn again. Because there's something that's going to happen. This divine detour, they're being divinely guided. Trust the journey, your connection is protected. In death, there's going to be an ending and a new beginning. Remember I said the world card? Something is going to be finito, over. Because somebody here is healing from childhood wounding. And they're going to have a relationship. Alright, and we'll find out now. There's your tower. You're about to have a tower. And we're going to find out what will happen when you have this tower. Let's find out what's going to happen when they have this tower, Spirit. Can we see, please? Purdy, please. Can we see what's going to happen when they have this tower moment? What's going to happen when they have this tower moment? Alright, what's going on with the tower moment, Spirit? Wow. This fertility, this feminine, there's an attachment issue. And there's a man holding a heart. Somebody has attachment issues. And they're very creative right now. They're in their yin cycle, is what it looks like to me. Let's see what this means. Number 5 is attachments, but it's in reverse. This card reversed is a wonderful indicator that an old negative. Oh, it's upright though. Sorry about that. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. Remember up here where I said these people were holding you back? It's because you won't let go of old people. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear that mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addiction, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. So you're stuck in this unhealthy pattern, and there's going to be a divine intervention. You're definitely stuck. We saw the toxicity. We saw you're closed off, you're non-committal. All of these things are a pattern. You probably had a pattern in your life where you start a relationship just because you want to get laid, and then you just ghost the person. It's like I've been hurt so many times. I'm not going to commit to anything because it's just going to lead to more hurt. Meanwhile, you have somebody that could lead you to 10 cups, the whole enchilada, but you're not allowing yourself to have it because of all your old shit that you won't let go of. You're really stuck in some toxicity and some negative patterns. But there's hope coming because somebody's divinely guided to change these things. And then we have, this card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify that particular cycle of energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, this is the fertility we saw. It heralds a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. So right now, you are in a situation where you're having to go within. The Hermit is here twice. I saw the Hermit somewhere else here. You're realizing I have unhealthy attachments. And I have a Queen of Pentacles, a Sagittarius, that I desire to live with them, to be with them, but they've lost their patience with me, and they don't realize I'm in love with them. This person's about to break it off of you for good because they're not going to keep waiting for you. What's going to happen here, Spirit? What's going to be the outcome here if the Queen of Pentacles doesn't wait? They're going to be roaming wild and receptive to a friendship. What's going to happen to the King of Swords? The King of Swords is about to go through some upheaval, shock, something unexpected, and trouble. Can you clarify that upheaval? It's about somebody beautiful and the timing not being right. Why is the timing not right? Because of unconditional love and acceptance. What do you mean unconditional love and acceptance? Somebody is cold. They're being very cold because they want something new. They want to have a new direction, a fresh start, and a chance. They're going to confess to you that they never saw their part in this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that confession. What would they say? What would this King of Swords say to this Queen of Wands? Why did I say Queen of Wands? Queen of Pentacles. What am I going to do with you seriously? And I should delete you out of my phone completely. What would she say to him? So he doesn't care much for her at all. She would say, you are my impossible love and you have me confused with someone else. So neither one of you want this. Alright, why are we here then? Because Tell me again why you're single. And do you know who loves you? Me, but I'd never tell you. So you're not very nice to him. And he's not very nice to you. Like, you want to just get rid of him because you cannot love this person. They will not allow you to love them. They have so many wounds and baggage from past relationships and past people, and they may even be attached to a past person and cannot figure out how to unfree their own self. But they really love you, and they don't understand why you're single because you're such a good catch. You drive this person crazy. I don't like to text, but I'll text you all day long, and I reread all of our text messages over and over again. So what would they say if they didn't have restraint, if they could say anything they want? They would tell you they smile when they're reading. Alright, what would you say? If you could say, oh, you have a lot to say. You would say, I can't stand you. You drive me crazy. What the fuck did I get myself into? But thank you for being in my life. What the fuck is up with you? Where have you been my whole life? It's like this person is like, they have a resentment. You really do. This masculine is really in love with you, but you don't want a relationship. Why don't you want a relationship? What's the hold up? Your feelings are on E. Why don't you ever respond to my text in a reasonable time? I'm in a relationship and I'm feeling you. So that's the problem. This masculine is with somebody else. What would the other person they're in the relationship with say? They would say, I know your fine ass is not single, and I wish I would have talked to you when I had the opportunity. So, I don't know which one of you they're talking about, but I think they might know you both. And I read all of the text messages. They've read the text messages too, and I think that's the problem here, is they've been spying. Fate's about to intervene though. Show me what's going to happen when fate intervenes. May I see, please? What is going to happen when fate intervenes? Oh, that came out with force. Somebody's going to have support. Alright. Clarify support is what's going to happen. God, help us, Jesus. Alright, here's what's up, guys. Okay. This is protected. They have integrity. It's a twin flame. They're going to have forgiveness. They're going to get things balanced. They're going to have acceptance, and they're going to play hard. Marriage, true love, and something that was strictly sexual. What's going to be the outcome of this relationship in the next month? Spirit, may I see, please? My eyes were closed. I didn't even see what that was. There we go. You're going to have a friendship that's true love in the next month. And there's going to be a ton of chemistry and passion between the two of you. What's going to happen because of all this chemistry and passion? Somebody's mastered a spiritual lesson by realizing they've been in denial about how much they care about you. That's what. They're also going to realize they're obsessed with you. They want to take a leap of faith. Marriage is here, strictly sexual, and time apart. So they're in a strictly sexual marriage, it looks like, and they want to get away from them because they realize they're in love with you, or they're going to. You're a friend of theirs, and they're deep in their head about whether or not they should end their marriage because they want to be with you. That's what it looks like to me. Now, whether I think that's a good idea or not is another situation, because you should never jump out of one relationship into another. However, every relationship is different, and these people could have just been living together for a long time, and there's nothing to it anymore. It's been over for a long time. They've been flirting with you online and playing with you on the phone, and they're realizing that they have fallen in love with you. for good. Whoever this person is over here, I feel this is feminine energy. I feel that this divine feminine is almost over this. And when they walk away, they won't look back, because when they're done, they're done. And you've hurt them by being in a strictly sexual relationship with your person that you were married to. Now, how does the person that they are married to feel about them being in this twin flame? They feel like it's your choice. It came out in reverse, like they feel like you have no choice. And that somebody is not worth waiting for. What do you mean it's your choice? They feel like this is a mistake, and that you need to erase it completely out of your memory, that you feel like somebody has made a huge mistake and it wasn't your choice. Well, whose choice was it? It was an apology. It was your choice to apologize. You don't want a commitment. You don't want to make a decision. And you don't want to date. What do you want to do? Your love is dying and you're moving on. Why is love dying in reverse? Because you're having an epiphany that you don't want to play games anymore. You're not going to force it, and you're not going to lose hope. Alright, what might be the outcome? They will call because you're leading a double life. Bless your heart. And you're stalking them too. Why don't they just go to the person they're in love with? Because you haven't done the healing. You only have one last chance. Because this person's about to eliminate you out of their life. If you feel like you're resonating with this reading, I highly suggest that you start doing the inner child. The inner child wounds need to be dealt with. They have to be dealt with. This relationship is on the verge of this divine feminine walking away for good. And in my opinion, she should have already done so, because this person's hurt her terribly. Alright, let's see what kind of healing is needed, and then we're going to close. What kind of healing is needed here, Spirit? May we see, please? What kind of healing is needed here? Pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you're watching out for your dreams. Keep a dream journal by your bed. Somebody's practicing celibacy here. They haven't had sex in a while. There's rejection, and have faith. So pay attention to your dreams. You want to have a relationship that's sexual arts, not strictly sexual. You want to be with somebody who you're attracted to, who's attracted to you, and who is romantic. They treat you so well in bed, and you love making love to this person. I don't know how else to say it, but they rejected you, and you're trying to have faith. Anything else? Whew. You gotta let out your creativity, and your love is on the bottom of the deck. You just need healing in your love, period. Alright, let's see. What else do I want to know? What's going on with this person's money, Spirit? Oh, the money here. You're a perfectionist. You're emotional when it comes to money. You need to be cautious. Don't talk to anybody about your business. Wow. Spirit says you're a perfectionist. Your emotions are involved, and you need to be cautious and not talk to anybody about your business. Why shouldn't they talk to anybody about their business? Gossip trying real hard to come out. Because this is about your soul tribe and your life purpose. Alright, what would happen if they told somebody about this? Designer. Somebody left a legacy. Somebody was unreliable. You're going to have luck with home and happiness. So that's what would happen if you told somebody. Somebody has designed a legacy. What's unreliable? There's something unreliable. You haven't decided. And you have Gaia showing up like nature. And there's going to be a shift. Clarify the shift. I think it's about you deciding. You're going to go slow. There's something about science and animals. Alright, what else? You're going to make a change. You have new gifts that are being activated. You're a phoenix rising, a rescuer. You're going to make a change when it comes to a mechanic. Why are they making a change? This mechanic might smoke cigarettes. Because you want to be alone. You want to have a teacher. You want to be charitable when it comes to crafting. Clarify the outcome of being a crafter. You're going to have setbacks. When it comes to your real estate, you're going to have angelic help. Clarify the angelic help. It has to do with being an entertainer. Clarify the setbacks. It has to do with being a helper, unlocking you need transportation unlocked. Somehow your transportation is locked up. You're going to be self-made and be comfortable. You're not going to go to the past. Any your underworld is showing up here. Outcome of comfort and self-made spirit. You don't know. You're at a crossroads. What happens if they go left? You have two roads to travel. If you go left, you're going to be a writer and be a peacemaker. What if they go right? If you go right, you're going to be settling. You're going to have a surprise when it comes to your spirituality and being patient. Clarify the surprise they're going to have. Whoa. It has to do with justice, taking a risk when it comes to the underworld, and having a conflict. I might go to the left and be a writer. They're not going to have a gift when it comes to doing odd jobs. I don't know what that means. Okay, though, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to give you one of these, and then we're going to close. I think we've gone on excessively long already. Alright, may I have one of these cards, please? That would go perfectly with this reading. This person desperately wants to tell you that they love you, but they just won't because they have commitment issues and probably issues with mom. Psyche came out and wild and free. I see that. You want to have some freedom, but you're stuck in a relationship where you have none, and I don't think that this person's family approves of you anyway. Psyche, number 37. Psyche. You are going to find the exact help that you need at the exact times that you need it. You have the ability to attract resources and even to create something out of apparently nothing. Don't put your focus or your faith in the material world and its seemingly endless obstacles and difficulties. Direct your attention to your Direct your attention and your trust towards all-powerful and unconditionally loving universe, which is your friend and teacher. When you do this, you empower the universe to help you, and it really wants to in the most amazing ways. Psyche, goddess of the soul, accomplished seemingly impossible tasks as a human being before she became a goddess. She reminds She reminds us that our human courage, intelligence, willingness to go through an unknown and face our fears, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable, is enough to succeed. She teaches us how to know when we must do something for ourselves and when we need to allow others to do their to be I'm sorry, it's got to be close to Mercury retrograde. She teaches us how to know when we must do something for ourselves and when we need to allow others with their different knowledge and skills to help us. She urges us to not be afraid of being vulnerable. She teaches that feeling weak at times doesn't mean we have no strength to succeed. We just need to become, I'm sorry, we just need to be honest about how we feel while we choose to keep going and balance that somehow everything will work out. That's called having faith. Psyche knows that just like the emerging butterfly, the biggest challenge in our lives is actually helping us to become what we were always destined to be. Sometimes we need to push from the universe to do what we need to do to fulfill our divine potential. It's safe to trust what is happening in your life, even when the way ahead is intimidating. Refuse to give up when things get difficult. Remember, goddesses in training, love will always find a way. Remember that song? Remember I told you about that song the other day? Find some space where you can dance with your eyes closed without bumping into things. Play a piece of music that you would like to listen to at the time. Close your eyes and allow yourself to move. Don't use your mind to tell your body which steps to take. Feel for your soul's wisdom. Trust that your soul will inspire you and your authentic self-expression. So you need to learn how to trust your own self-expression, because right now you're living a double life because you don't have a lot of trust. I don't think you trust people. I don't think you trust spirit. I think you have a lot of fear, and I think that you live this double life because sometimes you know that you're super spiritual and other times you doubt yourself. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Alright, wild and free. Never doubt yourself. Always trust your instincts and your intuition. This is an important time in your life when you're being guided to heal from your heart. Even if it makes no sense to you or anyone else, or if your mind screams at you with fear and doubt, don't ignore what your heart is telling you. Don't ignore what your heart is telling you. Give yourself the time and space that you need away from the noise and demands of the world and others so that the quiet, sure voice of your heart can be heard. Then take courage and action on what you feel. Your heart is wise and worthy of your trust. Your heart was never meant to be tamed. It is always thankful. When you allow yourself to trust your heart, it will show you how to create a beautiful contribution to this world that fills you up with joy and peace. You don't need to be ashamed of what you feel or be persuaded that you should feel differently. Your heart has a wisdom beyond the logic of the mind. It has its own creative genius, a unique way to reframe problems, attract solutions, and empower us to bring our dreams to life. Some may be afraid of the wild freedom of your heart. You are not one of those people. Your mind may not always understand why your heart feels and guides you the way it does, but that's okay. Reassure your mind that your heart can show you how to live in a way that is amazing and that it's safe to trust in that. You are a wild child of the universe, and your heart is showing you the way to fulfill your divine destiny. Give yourself permission to live a life that shakes your heart, that makes your heart happy, shakes your heart happy. The world needs your joy. So you have a lot of joy to share with the world. You're not always understood. A lot of people misunderstand you, but you're paying attention to what Spirit says, and I feel you should be writing something. But you need to stop being distracted and stop shining the light on the things you are not, and think about what you are. There's something that you are, okay? Alright, let's see what your best friend would say. What would your best friend say to you out of this book, Spirit? What would their best friend say to them? Surviving is enough. Keep your head up. Surviving is enough. Keep your head up. Don't give up just because right now you might be just barely getting by. Because it's like that sometimes in life. How are the angels planning on assisting in this situation? I know one of my candles went out, but I have 2 burning. We have your joy. You're awakening. You are awakening. What's going to happen with this awakening? You're going to be courageous. And what are they going to use their courage for, Spirit? Whoa. Wisdom. You've learned a lot of lessons through this. You're going to have hope. Your sexuality is here in purity. So you've somehow caused yourself to not be sexually pure. Alright, anything else? You're going to get along, harmony. What do you mean get along? Get along with who? Somebody's spying on you. You're going to be manifesting forgiveness and the truth. So somebody doesn't know the truth, and the truth is coming out. Your music is here also. We saw that there's going to be truth that comes out. We saw that 3 times now. Somebody's going to tell the truth about what's going on there. They're coming in with it real fast. And then when they do, they're going to tell you that they love you. And I think that it's going to shock you, because I don't think you're expecting it at all. I think that there's a feminine here. We're reversing the roles you need to. That's realizing that you are not going to do the work. You're closed off. And they could be the ones soul searching about ending this because they don't feel like there's ever going to be any hope for this. But while you're having this tower moment about ending this, they are having a tower moment about beginning this and finding the courage to speak up and to say, hey, you know what? Secretly, I've been in love with you this whole time, and I've mistreated you badly, and you deserve better. You deserve an apology, and you do deserve better. You deserve more than an apology. An apology that's just spoken it's not really an apology. You're changing your behavior is a real apology. Changing your bullshit. Stop being closed off. Stop being cold. Stop feeling like you can't trust anybody because you've been hurt so many times. Has this person ever hurt you? Or have they always been nurturing and compassionate and good to you when you needed somebody and nobody else was there for you? This person was there for you. I can see that in the cards. Alright, let's get some trinkets and get out of here because I gotta go to bed. Trinkets, please. Perfect trinkets, please. Feels like I got a lot. Alright, here's your key. You need somewhere to live, I think. You may have eaten Chinese recently. I have a piece of selenite. I have an elephant, a coin, a marble, a Susan B. Anthony, 2 panda bears, teddy bears, a skull and crossbone. You're a card player. Something's going to happen at Christmas, or you may have had something happen at Christmas. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You there? You're there, sunshine. 4-leaf clover. Weakness is a choice. There's an anchor for a ship. A tree of life. A heart that says love. A mermaid. And a Jesus or the Mother Mary. I can't tell which. It looks like the Mother Mary, actually. You might be Catholic. Alright, Spirit, what would you give us out of this bowl? Give us something special for the journey. What would you say to us, Spirit? Alright, I have a horse, a feather. There's that red marble. Somebody said it could be Saturn. I have a bear. It's missing a leg. Somebody could have had a leg amputated. A leaf. Oh my goodness. If you're taking fertility drugs, you may be having twins. I have 2 rocking horses for 2 babies. I have a piece of turquoise and a lotus flower, an Eiffel Tower, a dragonfly, Make-A-Wish, and a beautiful fancy heart. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. Gotta put your key back now. All right. Let's just see who Spirit's talking to. TGBCCLU 12. AVCAKGNV 3. QYEH 9. Interesting. That one fell on the floor. FKMKHAN. And where's my other one? Oh, there it is. We'll pick it up just like it is. It is a 12. And we'll go one more time. Spirit, make it a good one. This is going to be it, baby. This is it. Uh-oh. I got one. Let me see what this one is. This one is an M. The M fell on the floor. Alright, we have an M. We have a Q. We have T-O-D. We have Todd. We have Y. We have L. And we have an M and a Q. Alright, that's going to be it. And we have a number 6. I think that's it. We've done it all now, right, Spirit? Right. Pull one out of there. Okay. Spirit wants me to give you an instant magic oracle. Instant magic oracle, what would you say about this situation? You would say intuition challenge. What does a set of scales mean to you? How do you connect with this image? What do scales mean to you? Spirit wants to know. And how do you connect with that image? If you enjoy this reading in any way, shape, or form, please let me know by liking the video. Sharing the video helps me enormously. You have no idea how much one share can do for me. And also, if you want to, you can comment on it and let me know how you've been. I'm concerned about some of you very much, and I've been very much praying and sending you love and light. And I am sending that to you now, as I will be back to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.